So welcome back. Today's subject is the 5 bedroom secrets to keep the spark alive. So number 1, a simple one, and all these 5 tips are very simple. Actually, they're kind of like a habit, and I go to bed every single night. Number 1 is to simply kiss your partner. Good night, good morning. I'll probably kiss my partner because my sleeping pattern is different to hers. I find women have a great night's sleep, and most men I know, we are all over the shop, especially if you're working, you're an entrepreneur. But I kiss her more than once, maybe 10, maybe 100 times. Not on the lips. I don't disturb it on the cheek, on the forehead, on the arm, on the shoulder. I make sure that she knows I am present and I am very much in love with my wife, with my partner. That's the person I sleep with. It's the only person I sleep with, because that's all I want to do is sleep with my partner. And I like it and I enjoy it when I'm with her. Incidentally, once a week, I travel to another city. It's about 65 kilometers away. So I spend a night on my own. So I go out, don't get me wrong. I'm in Angeles City, one of the largest adult entertainment cities in the world. And I have a great time. But when it comes to sleeping, I only sleep with my partner. So I kiss her. Number 1, kiss your partner when you go to bed at night. And if you don't kiss her, watch what happens when you start kissing her. Or him, by the way. And I know some people don't like to be mauled or kissed. I'm not talking slabbering or slobbering, just a gentle kiss to show your affection and to let them know that you are still very much in love with them. Number 2, whisper to them that you love them and that you're proud of them. Now, I know this sounds really soppy. You're like, Lee, come on, have I really got to do that? Or as a woman, oh, we don't really do that. We're not intimate like that. Well, maybe you should be. Because if you're not, there may be somebody out there that will be as intimate. And I've yet to meet anybody that doesn't like to be told they're loved or doesn't like to have somebody tell them they're proud of them. You meet anybody like that, I'm not sure what to do. Run. Because the nature of a human being is to be surrounded by love and to have people that love and respect them and to be proud of them. In fact, one of the biggest accolades I think most people drive for is for your parents, in most part, there's some very bad parents out there, I've dealt with them too, but in most part, to have your mum or your dad or someone you love and respect tell you that they're very proud of you. You know, Max Holloway at the weekend or Paddy Pimlet at the weekend. I mean, I don't know how old this video is going to be, but I'm sure their parents are extremely proud of them. You know, so, and to be told that, that's what we strive for as human beings, to gain the respect of the people that we love and respect. Got it? So tell them, whisper it in their ear. They don't have to hear you. They could be snoring and sleeping. But there's no proven studies or being in a sleep state you actually absorb what's being said to you. But I can tell you this. If I sleep at night and a TV show is playing, I can dream things that's about the TV show on that very night, on that very series or episode. Likewise, if I'm listening to something that's extremely positive and I go to bed with it playing subliminally in the background, I feel generally better the next day. Take it for what it is. I don't have a scientific study on that. And I looked it up and I couldn't find a scientific study on it. Maybe I'm not good at looking up scientific studies. But all I can say is that being told that you love that somebody loves you and that they're proud of you, even when you're sleeping, certainly will not do you any harm. Now, the third thing you can do to keep the spark alive in the bedroom is to make sure they are cool in this country, or make sure they are warm if you're in another country. It's nothing nicer for me than having being asleep or being semi-asleep and my wife putting over a blanket or putting over a cover on me. You don't really have blankets here. Just putting over a cover on me. So, right, babies feel cold, or vice versa. I do the same to her. And it's very sweet. It's very nice. Now, all the things I'm recommending, suggesting, are quite soppy and quite emotional. I call it soppy. Some people call it soppy. I call it being emotional and having a connection. And it's the things and the only things I do with my partner. Nobody else I don't do with anyone else. You know, even the physical things I could do with anyone else, but the emotional things I don't. I have a different relationship. I have an interesting setup and how I live my life. But the bottom line is, That emotional connection means so much more to me. And missing of all the things I would miss about my wife, my partner, or about even the best part of my day isn't going to work, is it? Isn't cutting a video or helping somebody or selling tons of alcohol or making tons of money. It's the point that I get to do that with my wife after I've done those other things, or with my person, my special person, my partner in my life. Something else I do is I always ask my partner, is there anything they need? Now, fortunately, we have it set up in our bedroom so that we do have a refrigerator, a water dispenser, and some stuff in our bedroom that makes things very easy. Even to knock up a quick meal, we can do that. A microwave, unfortunately, but it's ready. It's there. Basically, in this country, you need water. You need to keep hydrated. You might want a juice. You might want for me, it's a protein shake. But I'll ask her, my partner, if she needs anything. If she's awake or she turns over, I go, you okay, babe? You need anything? It's kind of the response you get. But it's comforting to have somebody there that asks you if you need anything. In the bedroom, ask your partner if she needs anything. Or if you're a lady, a wife, a woman, a partner, a girlfriend, ask your husband, babe, do you need anything? Or whatever you call him. There you go. Soppy, but true. You want to keep it alive in the bedroom? You want to keep the spark alive in the bedroom? You want to feel that love? That's what it's about, love. Obviously, there's physical intimacy, but I think that's different. For me, it's different anyway than having, very different. I have physical intimacy with somebody, that means nothing. If I have an emotional connection with somebody, it means everything. In which I have an emotional connection with one person, other than my brothers, my wife. And 5, last but not least, even more soppy. Ready? Spoon them, cuddle them, touch them, put the leg on them. Me and my wife, we have a thing where we both like to have, if I've not got my leg on her, she's got my leg on me. I like it. I like it. I don't like it when I don't get it. When I'm away in another city, I don't have that and I miss it. I know it's strange. Some people don't like it. Some people just want to be left alone. They get hot or they get cold. My wife likes to lie on my chest. I like it when she lies on my chest. Not a very big chest, but needless to say, it's mine. And she's lying on it. I love that. I love that cuddling thing. So spooning, cuddling, all great for your relationship to keep that spark alive, that level of connection. Quite a soppy, quite a lovely video, this one. Not too harsh. He's being very nice. Explaining that that's how you really keep the spark alive in the bedroom. Now, there's all sorts of other things you could do physically. How long does that last? For me, I'll confession, not very long. The emotion lasts a lot longer. So enjoy. Hope you got something out of this video. I hope you employ some of those things, from kissing them, whispering to them, telling them that you love them, you're proud of them, to making sure they're warm, to asking them if they need of anything, and finally spooning them, lying on his chest, cuddling on her, or sometimes I lie on her belly, whatever you got to do. But those 5 things really will keep the spark alive in the bedroom. There's something else too. If there is none of that in the bedroom, it's a problem. I think it's a real problem. If I want to go to bed, turn on my side, and not have any emotional time with my wife or my partner, why am I there? I might as well sleep on my own. It would be cheaper, wouldn't it? So I can live in an apartment, a studio or something. Think about that very carefully when you next engage with your partner. Now, if you're not an intimate person, if you're not an emotional person like that, then maybe it will take time. I'm sure one of you is. Like I said, I don't think anybody doesn't like to be kissed, cuddled, loved, told that they're important, ask if they're hot enough or cool enough, and making sure that their safety is intact and they're feeling loved and cared for. It doesn't have to be OTT at the start, but I'm pretty sure after time it will become a natural practice for you and will keep your spark alive in the bedroom, which is the purpose of this video. Anyway, peace. Love to all, and we'll see